In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create an invoice in Microsoft Excel. First, open your Excel workbook and get your sheet ready. For this example, the sample data is already arranged in cells A1 through D6. This gives you a simple invoice layout to work with, and it makes the rest of the process much easier to follow. If your table includes item names, quantities, unit prices, and totals, you're in the right place to begin. Next, calculate the total for each item. Click into cell D2, then type an equal sign, followed by B2, an asterisk, and C2. In other words, you're multiplying the quantity by the unit price to get the line total for that item. Press enter and Excel will calculate the result for you. Once the first total is working, copy that formula down through the rest of the item rows. Select cell D2, then drag the fill handle down to D4. Excel will automatically adjust the formula for each row, so each item gets its own total without you needing to retype anything. This is one of the easiest ways to save time and reduce mistakes. Now calculate the grand total. Click cell D5 and type an equal sign, then an opening parenthesis, D2 colon D4 and a closing parenthesis. Press enter. This adds all of the individual item totals together and gives you the full invoice amount due. After the calculations are finished, format the invoice so it looks clean and professional. Bold the header row and the grand total row so they stand out clearly, then add borders and adjust the column widths to improve readability. You should also apply either the currency or accounting number format to the unit price and total columns, since this helps the values look like proper invoice amounts. If you want to make the invoice more complete, you can also add an invoice title, invoice number, customer name, invoice date, and payment due date above the table. At this point, review the result. Your invoice should now display each item's quantity, unit price, total amount, and the overall amount due in a clear format. If you need to modify the invoice later, you can easily do that. To add more items, insert additional rows above the grand total row, copy the item total formula into the new rows, and then update the sum formula so it includes the added entries. To apply a discount, use a formula based on D5 minus 10% of D5. To add tax, use a formula based on D5 plus 12% of D5. And that's it. You now know how to build a simple invoice in Microsoft Excel.